So a few days ago, I put out an Instagram story saying how much I love this phone, the Xiaomi 13. So I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to give you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly about this phone. Because let's be honest, no phone is perfect. And as always, I'm here to give you guys my honest and unbiased review. But before I continue, I gotta give you guys a big thank you, because it's because of you, my dream of having the play button, reaching 100,000 subscribers finally came true. There's a lot of fingerprints on this bad boy. Oh my god. There we go. A little bit better. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much. And I don't know where to put this, so I'm just going to put it right here for now. That works, right? Right. So let's continue. So to get straight into it, this phone just has something that no other phone can reproduce. First of all, believe it or not, this is the smoothest Android experience that I have ever tried with, yes, MIUI. I know a lot of people out there don't really like MIUI for some reason. I don't know. This is like the first time that I'm actually using a flagship Xiaomi product or Xiaomi phone. I don't know why people don't like MIUI. I like it. It's really smooth, really fast, and I mean, no lags, no stutters, nothing. No matter what I throw at this phone, it just powers right through it. Second of all, the cameras are another thing I always miss whenever I use any other Android phone, and believe me, I have a lot. Does the Xiaomi 13 take the best looking photos out of all the phones I have? No. But Mark, why do you like the camera so much if it's not the best? Well, good question. It's because I have yet to find a phone that makes the photos have a certain type of feel to it. The Leica collaboration is really showing with these photos having a certain look to it. Anything I take a photo of just looks really good. Don't expect HDR to be the best. Don't expect color accuracy to be the best, because that's not what this phone is aiming for. It's aiming to be different than the competition, and it really is. Yeah, sure, the iPhone, the Samsung phones, the Google phones, yeah, sure, they might take the better looking photo objectively, but subjectively, it is just a matter of opinion and a matter of what you like in a photo. From what I noticed, this phone doesn't take your typical smartphone looking photo. It actually looks, in some cases, better than your typical smartphone photo. Another thing that still completely blows my mind, even till this day, is the charging speeds. I mean, look, out of all the phones sold in the US, they're all very slow with charging. iPhones don't particularly charge quick. Samsung phones don't really charge quick at all. Google phones, God, they charge like, they take their sweet time charging. So in the US, you don't really have like a super duper fast charging phone. So when I got this phone, as you can imagine, man, that thing blew my absolute mind. That's not even a phrase. I just made that up. My absolute mind? What does that even mean? I don't know. Subscribe. But anyway, I never have to worry about this phone losing battery. Not only is the actual battery life really good, I'm getting around 7 hours, seven and a half hours of screen on time, but charging this thing is like, you don't even think about it. Like, I don't even charge it at night. I charge it in the morning because I wake up, I plug it in, I take a shower, brush my teeth, go downstairs, make some coffee. By the time I come upstairs, the phone's done. Like, it's like you never even have to think about it. With my iPhone, it's like I have to plan in advance. I'm like, okay, am I going anywhere tonight? If I am, I have to plug it in at this time, so it'll be full by this time. With my Google phone, Pixel, that takes even more strategic planning. But with this phone, it's just like, hey, charge it whenever you want. You're still going to be good. But I also have to give Xiaomi, again, I say this in every video, but I think it's important because we need to say this, okay? We reviewers need to say this. Xiaomi, thank you for including a charger in the box. You don't have to spend whatever this phone costs in your region. It's different depending where you live. But, let's say $700-800. You don't want to spend $700-800 or more and then go out and have to buy a charger, right? 76 watt fast charger for this phone. You don't got to do that because Xiaomi has it in the box. They also have a case in the box. By the way, a lot of people say this case is no good. I don't know, I've been using this case since the day I got the phone back in February, I believe, and it's fine. Like, I don't need another case. This does the job just fine. It's not slippery. It's very grippy. It's free. It comes in the box. Case comes in the box. Charger comes in the box. What's not to like? Oh, and a built-in screen protector that also came in the box, pre-installed. Again, Xiaomi, surprisingly, is giving us such a huge bang for your buck. Like you just don't see that here in the States anymore. We don't get that anymore. We just get a phone and a charging cable. That's it. and we spend over $1,000 on it. Yay! So good. So good. The fingerprint sensor is also one of the best that I've ever used in terms of speed and accuracy. You just tap your finger on it, man, and it unlocks in a blink of an eye. Getting a misread is like so rare with this phone. Does it happen? Yeah, sure, of course. It's not absolutely 100% perfect, but the chances of it happening is just so incredibly rare. You don't even think about it. You just boop, and it unlocks. I mean, it's crazy. Speaking of security, everyone should be secure, which is why the sponsor of today's video is NordLocker Business. NordLocker Business is an encrypted cloud storage platform for storing, sharing, and managing your business's data securely. They are built on a zero-knowledge architecture, so not only is it secure, but even NordLocker themselves don't know what you're storing on it. With NordLocker, you can easily invite new users such as new hires or suspend and delete users such as people departing the company all within the app. So no more annoying back and forth emails. Some of the features included are automatic backups, scalable cloud storage, encrypted file sharing, and more. Best of all, since all your data is stored securely in the cloud, you can access it from anywhere on the go via the NordLocker application or from any web browser. And it doesn't matter how big or small your files are. Anything can be uploaded and encrypted. Even if your business doesn't have thousands of employees, small businesses are actually the ones that are at the highest risk of ransomware attacks, with over 58% of them being affected. So don't put yourself at risk and try NordLocker Business today at nordlocker.com/creators with the code MarksTech, and you will get a 3-month trial absolutely for free, no credit card required. Again, that is nordlocker.com/creators with code MarksTech. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 in this phone is what makes it shine like a freaking diamond, man. So not only is it responsible for this phone being incredibly fast and smooth, like I said, it is one of the smoothest Android experiences that I've ever tried, but also heat management. Not a lot of people talk about this. Really, not a lot. Heat management is arguably one of the most important things in a phone. Because if you think about it, if your phone gets really hot, whenever you're using it indoors or outdoors, your battery capacity, not your battery life, but your capacity will drop over time. For example, my iPhone right now that I'm recording with, the battery capacity is at 92%. So even if I charge it up to 100%, it's actually only charging to 92%. So I'm not even using the full battery capacity because the iPhone gets really hot and, well, over time it goes down. This phone stays really cool, so you can expect some nice battery longevity out of this phone, and that's what I like. It just does not get hot, no matter what I do with it, indoors or outdoors. Sure, it gets warm. I mean, you can't fool laws of thermodynamics, but to say it gets hot, I don't think so. At least not in my experience. So what are the downsides of the Xiaomi 13? Like I said, no phone is perfect, and I'm always going to give you guys my true and honest thoughts. The first thing I just don't like about the phone, well, I don't care, but you know, to you guys, you might care. So the selfie camera, whenever you're recording a video, is only 1080p at 30 frames a second or 1080p 60. I believe it's 30, but I could be wrong. I'll have the correct one up here. But anyway, that is very, very bad for 2023. I could not, I mean, personally, I don't really care. I don't take a bunch of selfie video, but like right now I'm using my iPhone to record my YouTube videos with. I've been using my iPhone like this whole entire year and no one complained. So I guess it's doing a pretty good job. I could not use this as my main YouTube camera. I just could not with the selfie camera. No way. So that's something to keep in mind. If you need that good, crisp selfie video, you may not like this phone, but if you don't really care, you don't take a bunch of videos with the selfie camera, I say go for it. Get this phone. Another weird thing with a selfie camera is that the Leica collaboration that you can see clearly printed right there on the back of the phone only affects the rear cameras. The rear cameras are with the Leica collaboration. The selfie camera has nothing to do with Leica, so your results, such as your color profiles, are going to look a little different from taking a selfie photo to taking a rear-facing photo. So again, keep that in mind. Another downside with this phone that a bunch of you have warned me about, and newsflash, you're right. Updates. The updates on this phone are really, they're gonna be very rare. Okay, so we're in June, right? I have the April update, and I don't have any other new updates to deal with. Now, I know the Chinese version of this phone, from what people tell me, they get more frequent updates, but if you buy the global edition, you might get an update, you might not get an update. I guess the world may never know. So if that matters to you, if you need if you need the updates, this phone may not be the best phone to get. Personally, I don't really care because the software that's in this phone right now, the software version, works fine. There's no bugs or glitches, like I said, so I'm not really like waiting for an update. But again, I know a lot of you guys just want the newest of the new as soon as possible, so maybe don't get this phone if you really rely on those updates. So that's pretty much it. Those three things are the only downsides that I could possibly think of from using this phone all the way back from February. Other than that, this phone is just flawless, man. It has never given me any issues. Believe it or not, I'm not lying to you guys. No one's paying me to say this. This is just a fantastic phone. Is it perfect? Well, of course not. No phone is. But to be honest, this phone is definitely in my top 3 phones of 2023 so far. I mean, we still got the Pixel phone or the Pixel Fold coming out. We got the Pixel 8 coming out, the iPhone 15 coming out, the Galaxy Fold 5 coming out. So my spots may change, right? But for now, man, this phone's really good. So if any of you watching this have the Xiaomi 13 or the 13 Pro or the 13 Ultra, leave me your thoughts and comments down below on what your experience is with the Xiaomi. Be honest. Give me all your ups and downs about the phone, okay? Not only will you be helping me to understand what you guys are experiencing with the phone, but you'll also be helping people that are actually going to be maybe buying the phone. And so they'll be reading your comment and then they'll also take that into consideration. So it's a win-win for everybody. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I just covered everything that I wanted to cover about this phone. I love it. I'm going to continue using it. I'm not selling it. Absolutely not. So that's it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely click that like button. It's absolutely free to you, but it helps me and the channel out a lot, and I always truly appreciate it. And if you are new here and you like these no types of BS reviews, subscribe. And that's it. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.